What a great week it was for Villanova basketball as the Wildcats take their second national title in 3 years. And being with the Villanova family was really a great experience with a great group of athletes and a wonderful group of people. You know, an awful lot of institutions say we're a family, but very few are. Villanova truly is, and it's a credit to the university, to its president, Father Peter, to Coach Jay Wright, and to the young men who play for that program. Each and every one of them scholar athletes, graduating early, graduating with very high GPAs, most important, graduating, and a couple of them now looking to go into the NBA draft this year. And it's an exceptional program with an awful lot of success, the most wins in a 4-year period in the history of the NCAA, and on and on and on. But at the core, a truly great family that deserves all of the accolades they've gotten. Go Cats. And there's some other news to chat about. President Trump saying that he's sending troops to the southern border to protect it. And there's no American that really doesn't want ultimately to protect our borders. It's essential for the country. But the question with this troop movement is, what are they going to do once they're actually there? Because the law is pretty clear that they don't have arrest powers. They don't even have the power to detain. So they're really there more or less as observers and support for the Border Patrol. And the question then becomes, what is the cost of that and what is the benefit that's reaped from the cost that's paid out? Because when it's been done previously, and both Obama and Bush sent troops, the cost was inordinate. And so a lot of members of Congress now are saying, what about that factor at a time when the economy is just starting to pick up and the federal budget still has a lot of pressures on it? Let's see. Of course, the other thing in the news this week, Facebook. And, you know, when you think about Facebook, what is it truly? What really is it? And, you know, you can't escape the fact that it's a data mining operation, but how should it be regulated? Should it be regulated as media? Should it be regulated as something else? Those questions are going to begin to sort themselves out over the course of the next few months. But one thing I do know for sure, when Mark Zuckerberg goes before Congress to testify, he's got some splaining to do. And finally, tariffs. Back in the news as President Trump imposes additional tariffs on China, and again we see the market reacting as it has previously. Tariffs ultimately are taxes, and they don't work well when they're applied in punitive ways at across-the-board measures. And so I think you're going to begin to see a little bit of a shift, even in this administration's policy, with respect to the imposition of tariffs. Let's stay tuned. And finally, since we started with a sports motif, let's end with a little conversation about sports and Gary Nicklaus hitting an ace on the one shot that he took in the par 3 tournament, which precedes the Masters. His grandfather, the legendary Jack Nicklaus, let him take the shot. He holds it and won. And his grandfather says it was the greatest delight in his golfing history, which is, of course, already legend. That had to be, as it should be for all of us, the best 60 seconds of your week.